Namaste. So today I'm going to read Book 7, Chapter 35 on the Yoga and Mantra Siddhi. Om Vakratuna Mahakaya Surya Kotis. Niravikanam Kurivasamaka. Mekarantai Vin Vakratuna. Om Guru Brahma Guru Shumari. Guru Sadhu. Yadevi Sarva. Om Tat Sat. Himalaya said, O Maheshwari, now tell me the yoga with all its angas, limbs, giving the knowledge of the Supreme Consciousness so that I may realize myself. When I practice according to those instructions, Sri Devi said, the yoga does not exist in the heavens, nor does it exist on earth or in the nether regions, Patala. Those who are skilled in the yogas say that the realization of the identity between the Jivatma and the Paramatma is yoga. O sinless one, the enemies to this yoga are 6. They are lust, anger, greed, ignorance, vanity, and jealousy. The yogis attain the yoga when they become able to destroy these 6 enemies by practicing the accompaniments to yoga: yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. These are the 8 limbs of yoga. Yama includes ahimsa, non-injuring, non-killing; truthfulness; astiyam, non-stealing by mind or deed; brahmacharya, continence; daya, mercy to all beings; uprightness, forgiveness; steadiness, eating frugally; restricted and cleanliness; external and internal. These are 10 in number. Niyama includes also 10 qualities: tapasya, austerities and penances; contentment; astikya, faith in the God and the Vedas, Devas, Dharma and Adharma; charity in good causes; worship of God, hearing the Siddhantas, established sayings of the Vedas; Hari or modesty, not to do any irreligious or blamable acts; Shraddha, faith to go do good works that are sanctioned; Japam, uttering silently the mantrams, gayatris or sayings of Puranas; and 10 homam, offering oblations daily to the sacred fires. There are 5 kinds of asanas, postures, that are commendable: Padmasan, Swastikasan, Bhadrasan, Vajrasan, and Virasan. Padmasan consists in crossing the legs and placing the feet on the opposite thighs, the right foot on the left thigh, and the left foot on the right thigh, and catching by the right hand, brought round the back, the toes of the right foot, and catching by the left hand, brought round the back, the toes of the left foot, sitting then straight and with ease. This is recommended by the yogis, and by this one can raise oneself in the air. Note, the hands, according to some, need not be carried round the back. Both the hands are crossed and placed similarly on the thighs. Place the soles of the feet completely under the thighs. Keep the body straight and sit at ease. This is called the Swastikasan. Bhadrasan consists in placing well the 2 heels on the 2 sides of the 2 nerves of the testicle near the anus, and catching by the 2 hands the 2 heels at the lower part of the testicles, and then sitting at ease. This is much liked by the yogis. Vajrasan, diamond seat, consists in placing the feet on the two thighs respectively and placing the fingers below the thighs with the hands also there, and then sitting at ease. Vidasan consists in sitting cross on the hams and placing the right foot under the right thigh and the left foot under the left thigh and sitting at ease with body straight. Taking in the breath by the Ida, the left nostril, so long as we count Om 16, retaining it in the Susumna, so long as we count Om 64 times, and then exhaling it slowly by the Pingala Nadi, the right nostril, as long as we count Om 32 times. The first process is called Puraka, the second is called Kumbhaka, and the third is called Richaka. This is called one pranayama by those versed in the yogas. Thus one should go on again and again with his pranayama. At the very beginning, try with the number 12, i.e. as we count Om 12 times and then increase the number gradually to 16 and so on. Pranayama is of two kinds, Sagarbha and Vigarbha. It is called Sagarbha when pranayama is performed with repeating the Ista mantra and japam and meditation. It is called Vigarbha pranayama when Om is simply counted and no other mantra. When this pranayama is practiced repeatedly, perspiration comes first when it is called of the lowest order. When the body begins to tremble, it is called middling. And when one rises up in the air, leaving the ground, it is called the best pranayama. Therefore, one who practices pranayama ought to continue it till he becomes able to rise in the air. Now comes pratyahara. The senses travel spontaneously towards their objects as if they are without anyone to check. To curb them perforce and to make them turn backwards from those objects is called pratyahara. To hold the pranavayu on toes, heels, knees, thighs, sacrum, genital organs, navel, heart, neck, throat, the soft palate, nose, between the eyebrows and at the top of the head, at these 12 places respectively, is called the dharana. Concentrate the mind on the consciousness inside and then meditate the Ishta Devata within the Jivatma. This is the dhyana. Samadhi is identifying always the Jivatma and Paramatma. Thus the sages say Samadhi is of two kinds, Samprajnata or Savikalpak and Nirvikalpak. When the ideas, the knower, knowledge and the things known remain separate in the consciousness, and yet the mind feels the one Akhanda Sachitananda Brahma, and his heart remains there, that is called Samprajnata Samadhi. And when those three vanish away and the one Brahma remains, it is called Asamprajnata Samadhi. Thus I have described to you the yoga with its 8 limbs. O mountain, the body composed of the 5 elements, and with Jiva endowed with the essence of the sun, the moon, and the fire, and Brahma, it is at the same, it denominated by the term Visva. There are 350,000 nadis in this body of man, and these, the principal, are 10. Out of the 10 again, the 3 are most prominent. The foremost and first of these 3 is Susumna, of the nature of the moon, sun and fire, situated in the center of the spinal cord. It extends from the sacral plexus below to the Brahmaradhra in the head, at the top where it looks like a blown Dustura flower. On the left of this Susumna is the Ida Nadi, white and looking like moon. The Nadi is of the nature of force, nectar-like. On the right side of the Susumna is the Pingala Nadi, of the nature of male. It represents the sun. The Susumna comprises the nature of all the Tejas fires, and it represents fire. The innermost of the Sushumna is Vichtra or Chitrini, Bhulingam Nadi, of the form of a cobweb, in the middle of which resides the Icha, will, Jnana, knowledge, and Kriya, action, Shaktis, and resplendent like the million suns. Above him is situated Hrim, the Maya, Vija, Haratma, with Ha, and Chandravindu, representing the sound, Nada. Above this is the flame, Kula Kundalini, the serpent fire of a red color, and as it were, intoxicated. Outside her is the Adhara lotus of a yellow color, having a dimension of 4 digits and comprising the 4 letters Va, Sa, 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 and Sa. The yogis meditate on this. In its center is the hexagonal space, Pitam. This is called the Muladhara, for it is the base and it supports all the 6 lotuses. Above it is the Svadhisthana chakra, fairy and emitting lustre like diamond, and with 6 petals representing the 6 letters Bha, Bha, Ma, Ya, Ra, La. The word Sva means Paramlingam, superior male symbol. Therefore, the sages call this Svadhisthana chakram. Above it is situated the Manipura chakram, of the color of lightning in clouds and very fairy. It comprises the 10 petals comprising the 10 letters Da, Dha, Na, Ta, Ta, Da, Dha, Na, Pa, Pa. The lotus resembles a full-blown pearl. Hence, it is Manipadam. Vishnu dwells here. Meditation here leads to the sight of Vishnu. Above it is the Anahata, Padma, with the 12 petals representing the 12 letters Ka, Ka, Ga, Ma, Cha, Cha, Ja, Cha, Iya, Ta, and Ta. In the middle is Banalingam, representing resplendent, resplendent, like the sun. This lotus emits the sound Sabda Brahma, without being struck. Therefore, it is called the Anahata lotus. This is the joy, this is the source of joy. Here dwells Rudra, the highest person. Above it is situated the Visuddha chakra of the 16 petals, comprising the 16 letters E, A, I, E, U, Ri, Le, Ilri, I, A, O, A. This is of a smoky color, highly lustrous, and is situated in the throat. The Jivatma sees the Paramatma, the highest self, here, and it is purified, hence it is called Vishuddha. This wonderful lotus is termed Akasa. Above that is situated between the eyebrows the exceedingly beautiful Ajna chakra, which 2 petals comprising the 2 letters Ha and Kasa. The self resides in this lotus. When persons are stationed here, they can see everything and know of the present, past, and future. There one gets the commands from the highest deity. Example, now this is for you to do, and so on. Therefore, it is called the Ajna chakra. Above that is the Kailasa chakra. Over it is the Rodini chakra, or one of good vows. Thus I have described to you all about the Adhara chakras. The prominent yogis say the prominent yogis say that above that again is the Vindustan, the seat of the supreme deity with 1,000 petals. O best of mountains, thus I declare the best of the paths leading to yoga. Now here, what is the next thing to do? First, by the Puruka Pranayama, fix the mind on the Muladhara lotus. Then contract and arouse the Kula Kundalini Shakti there, between the anus and the genital organs, by that Vayu. Pierce then the lingams, the lustrous Swayambhu Adi Lingam in the several chakras above mentioned, and transfer along with it the heart united with the Shakti to the Sahasrara, the 1,000-petal lotus. Then meditate the Shakti united with Shambhu there. There is produced in the Vindu chakra, out of the intercourse of Shiva and Shakti, a kind of nectar juice resembling a sort of red dye, lak. With that nectar of joy, the wise yogis make the Maya Shakti, yielding successes in yoga, drink, then pleasing all the devas in the 6 chakras with the offerings of that nectar. The yogi brings the Shakti down again on the Muladhara lotus. Thus, by daily practicing this, all the above mantras will no doubt be made to come to complete success. And one will be free from this samsara, filled with old age and death, etc. O Lord of mountains, I am the world mother. My devotee will get all my qualities. There is no doubt in this. O child, I have thus described to you the excellent yoga holding the Vayu Pranava Dharana Yoga. Now hear from me the Dharana Yoga, to fix thoroughly one's heart on the supremely lustrous force of mind, pervading all the quarters, countries, and all time, leads soon to the union of the Jiva and the Brahma. If one does not quickly do this, owing to impurities of heart, then the yogi ought to adopt what is called the Avyaya Yoga. O chief of mountains, the sadhaka should fix his heart on my gentle hands, feet, and other limbs, limbs one by one, and try to conquer each of these places. Thereby his heart would be purified. Then he should fix that purified heart on my whole body. The practicer must practice with japam and homam the mantram till his mind be not dissolved in me. My consciousness, by my practice of meditating on the mantra, the thing to be known, Brahma, is transformed into knowledge. Know this as certain, that the mantra is futile without yoga, and the yoga is futile without the mantra. The mantra and the yoga are the two infallible means to realize Brahma. As the jar in a dark room is visible by a lamp, so this Jivatma, surrounded by Maya, is visible by means of mantra to the Paramatma, the highest self. O best of mountains, thus I have described to you the yoga with their angas, limbs. You should receive instructions about them from the mouth of a guru, else millions of sastras will never be able to give you a true realization of the meanings of the yogas. Here ends the 35th chapter of the 7th book on the yoga and the mantra siddhi in the Mahapuranam Srimad Devi Bhagavatam of 18,000 verses by Maharishi Vedvyasa. Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadra Kali Kapalini Durga Kashama Shivadatri Swaha Swadha Namastute. Om Jayatvam Devi Chamunde Chipudarti Harini Jisa. Om Tvaya Mata Chapita Tvaya Tvaya Bandhuscha Chasaka Tvaya Vidyata Vinam Shadi.